Good Friday evening, San Antonio. I'm meteorologist Mia Montgomery with this Weather Authority update. Looking ahead to the upcoming weekend, we're going to start off in the upper 70s around 7 a.m. for your Saturday. 90 degrees by noon, and then a high temperature still hot, topping off near 97 in the Alamo City. We do have a 30% potential for a few isolated showers and storms to develop, specifically in between 3 p.m. to 8 p.m. tomorrow. So it's not going to be for everybody, but just something to be aware of. Another 30% isolated potential into our Sunday, all as we keep tabs on what is now Tropical Storm Beryl and how that system tracks through the Gulf of Mexico. So as of the late Friday afternoon update that came in from the National Hurricane Center, Beryl is back down to a tropical storm thanks to that system's interaction with the Yucatan Peninsula. It is expected to emerge into the Gulf later on this evening and tonight, taking a northwestward track throughout the upcoming weekend. But thanks to the warmer waters of the Gulf of Mexico, this system could very well strengthen and re-intensify back into a hurricane later on this weekend on Sunday, before then turning northward now. Landfall is currently looking possible closer to the Corpus Christi area by Monday morning. Then this is the biggest update and change that we have seen today. A lot of the models and now the National Hurricane Center agreeing that the center of Beryl could now track farther to the east than initially anticipated as it moves inland early next week throughout the day on Monday, and then weakening even more so into Tuesday. For that, and for us here in San Antonio and across south central Texas, the biggest change to the forecast that we could see if that pans out, higher rainfall totals will likely shift east and could potentially shift east of the San Antonio area, with lower rainfall totals drastically possible the farther west that you go. So the exact path is going to make or break rain chances locally. Again, that sharp rain gradient from one side of the area to the other certainly possible. And for us here in San Antonio, this weekend we will get a clearer picture once we see Beryl finally move back into the Gulf of Mexico. So there are still a lot of moving parts to this forecast. I encourage you to check back in with us, not only tonight, but especially into this weekend as we get a better grasp on where Beryl is expected to go and how that impacts us here at home. By the way, for those especially in our eastern counties near and east of the center of that system, also some gusty winds and an isolated spin up not completely off the table throughout the day on Monday. A brief break in temperatures also possible as we look ahead to next week.